boys and girls. It is time for math, and today is Friday, May 8th, and our lesson today is addition and subtraction, color by number. You have a worksheet in your packet that we will look at in just a second that will go along with today's lesson. So our goals for today say I can find the sum of an addition problem, and I can find the difference of a subtraction problem. And sum and difference, remember, are just fancy words for the total or what you would get at the end. So if you're adding two numbers together, if you're adding 2 plus 2 and 4 is what you get, 4 is the sum. So sum and difference are just fancy words for the answers to your math problems. So this is what your paper looks like in your packet today. It's called Spring Color by Number. You will need, obviously, the paper. You will need a pencil. That would be very helpful today, maybe even a piece of paper and crayons. So this is just like the color by sight word paper that we did, that I showed you during reading today. So over here on the side, you can see that there are numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and next to each number is a color. So depending on what answer you get, that will determine the color that you color the area. So the most important thing while you're working through this video is to make sure you double check the symbol or the symbol in the middle of the equation here. So some of these are going to have a plus, like this one. Some of these are going to be a minus or a takeaway. So in order to color it correctly, you have to really pay attention to what it's asking you to do. Okay, so let's do a couple together here. Let me get my crayon. There we go. All right. So actually, I'll show you one example here. I'll do the little girl's shirt here. So the problem in the middle of her shirt says 3 plus 2. So I know when I add, I want to know how many I have all together. So if I have 3 and I add 2, how many do I have all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 all together. So I come over here to the key area down here and I see 5 and I see that it is purple. So I'm going to take my purple crayon and I'm going to color all that in. And you're going to color it very nicely, 3-star coloring. It's very hard for me to color on the screen here. So that's not 3-star, but I know you guys can do better than that. So, okay, so we've got that part colored in. So if you take a look, there are a couple spaces that just have numbers, and that's just because it's just too small to have a number sentence in there. So if you see the numbers, then all you have to do is find the color. So for example, her sleeve right here just has a 5, and if I look back down at my key, I know that 5 is purple, so I'm just going to color that purple. Another example of that would be like her hands. Both of those say 2, so I would just color those brown. Let's take a quick look at a subtraction problem. So this one here is saying 4 take away 2. So if I have 4 and I take 2 away, how many do I have left? Oh my gosh, guys. 2. And it says 2 is brown. Oh, I don't know if I have a brown in here. Let's see. Well, we're just going to go with this one. This is not quite brown, but it'll work. So I would color in that the whole post there. All right, boys and girls, I think you know what to do, and I think you'll be able to do it fairly easily. And if you need to write it down, or you need to draw, or you need to use your fingers, whatever strategy you need to complete the problem is perfectly fine. What I need from you, though, when you are all done, is for someone to take a quick picture of your worksheet, and they can send it to me through Parent Square or email. All right, boys and girls. It will not move to the next slide for me, so we will just end there. We were just going to make sure we met our goals, which was to find the sum of an addition problem and find the difference of subtraction problems. And as you work through this worksheet, you will be doing that. So you will be meeting the goals for today. So I can't wait to see your work. Have fun doing it, and I will see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend.